Hello everyone and a very good morning to all of you and welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep, the most comprehensive preparation app for all exams. Today is 11th April. I hope you are aware from Monday to Thursday 11 a.m. in the morning we come up with the Hindu analysis. Today is 11th April and we are here with the Hindu analysis of 11th April, that is Tuesday. Okay, so let's start. These are two important articles on the first page. Tamil Nadu House resolution asks Centre to set time limit for governors for clearing the bills. And this article is India's borders are safe, can't be violated, says Mr. Amit Shah, the Home Minister of India. तो मेरी आवाज आ रही है? Am I audible, guys? Okay, yes. So let's start with this one. Tamil Nadu House asks Centre to set time limit for governors for clearing bills. See, there is something called as veto power of governors. I hope you are aware. One of the veto power is called as pocket veto. Now, pocket veto means, let's say the legislative assembly of any state, so let's say passes a bill. When a bill is passed by legislative assembly, it goes to the governor. Yes. So governor can exercise veto. Veto means it can block. It can either send it back or it can reserve it for presidential assent, or it may not do anything. So not doing anything is pocket veto. Means neither returning it back, nor reserving it to president, nor rejecting it. So that's called as pocket veto. Now Tamil Nadu House or Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly has passed an order that there should be a time limit. It cannot be, there is no time limit actually right now in the constitution, that if the assembly passes a bill, if a legislative assembly passes a bill, the governor has to respond within let's say 1 month, 2 months. There is no such time limit. Now, so Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly has passed a resolution that the central government should be making some time limit for clearing the bills. That is why it was in the news. The Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly on Monday adopted a resolution moved by Chief Minister Mr. M.K. Stalin urging the Union Government and President to immediately issue appropriate instruction to the Mr. R.N. Ravi, the Governor, to give assent to the bills. Assent means to give assent to the bills, matlab to pass the bill, right? So that is why it was in the news. गवर्नर वीटो प्रेसिडेंट वीटो है सेम, मोर और लेस सेम होता है, थोड़ा सा स्लाइट डिफरेंस होता है कहीं कहीं पे. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल गवर्नर कैन रिजर्व द बिल टू प्रेसिडेंशियल असेंट, है ना. तो ये वाला कौन सा प्रेसिडेंट में तो होगा नहीं, तो उसी के पास आते हैं ना, मतलब उन्हीं के पास आते हैं. मोर और लेस द पावर ऑफ वीटो इज मोर और लेस सेम इन केस ऑफ गवर्नर एज वेल एज प्रेसिडेंट. ठीक है, ओके. Now another one was in the news, again same thing actually, related with Telangana government. This was very much in the news, Telangana government versus governor. See, what happened was actually there were issues. Means Telangana government was saying that governor was not passing some of the bills, and that is why Telangana government went to the Supreme Court for that. And here it is the article, and I hope you are aware. So this is last month article. Supreme Court to hear on 20th March states plea over delay in giving assent to bills. So generally there is no actually time limit for a governor. Constitutionally, the governor is not bound to do this in a certain time limit. But the Telangana government moved the Supreme Court for this only, that government should be actually, the governor should be passing the bill in a certain time limit. The reason is because otherwise, means because the Legislative Assembly is elected body, है ना. So in democracy, the elected bodies say should be there and all. Okay, so that is why it was in the news. Then in this article, a committee is named. The name is Justice Ramannar Committee. So this committee was set up, Raja Mannar Committee, sorry. Center State Relation के लिए this committee was set up, and it had recommended abolishing the post of governor. So just have an idea about it. Maybe they can ask. They are quoting this committee as well, Raja Mannar Committee, which recommended that there should not be any post of governor. Okay, so this was actually there. ठीक है, इसमें बहुत डिटेल में नहीं जाना है, just have an idea about it. What is qua? कहाँ ये कहाँ लिखा हुआ है? Okay, yes. Now, there's a question for you. This is related with an article on the first page. The scheme will provide funds for development of essential infrastructure and creation of livelihood opportunities in 4 states and 1 one union territory along northern land border of the country. Your options are Swamitva scheme, Vibrant Village program, Border Roads program, none of the above. So which actually scheme or program is related with the question I have mentioned? So Lakshmikant, you can rewind it and watch it. Yes. So what is the right answer? I'm waiting for the answer. This has been very much in the news. Vibrant Village program. So B is the right answer to this question. 4 states and 1 union territory in the northern land border. So yes, the right answer is B. Yes, Zoya Khan, you are right. So this is an article on the first page. India's border are safe, can't be violated, says Mr. Amit Shah, the Home Minister of India. Now, I hope you are aware, Home Minister says in Arunachal days after Beijing renaming provocation and all, no one can take even an inch of Indian territory. Dekho, I hope you are aware, recently it was very much in the news. I mean, I think few days back, that this is Arunachal Pradesh, which is of course a part of India. But China recently renamed some of the places of Arunachal Pradesh. And after that, India has strongly answered it back. So let me show you, here is Arunachal Pradesh. I hope you are aware. So that is why it was in the news. Now, so Mr. Amit Shah, the Home Minister of India, is there. You can see. And here he said no one can take even an inch of Indian territory, says Home Minister Mr. Amit Shah in Arunachal Pradesh. So you can say, and if you see, these are the officers of ITBP. ITBP. What is the meaning of ITBP? Indo-Tibetan Border Police. Indo-Tibetan Border Police. And these are actually the part of CAPF, what we call it as Central Armed Police Force. And Central Armed Police Force is not under Defense Ministry, rather it is under Home Ministry. You should be knowing it. Okay. So like I'll give you some examples of CAPF. Central Armed Police Force examples are like BSF, ITBP, CRPF, CISF. You must have heard about it, SSB. So these are CAPF, these are called as Central Armed Police Force, which is under Home Ministry, Ministry of Home Affairs, not under Defense Ministry. You have to be very much crystal clear. ठीक है, paramilitary word नहीं use करते हैं, better to use the word CAPF in this case. ठीक है. So you can see these are the ITBP officers along with Mr. Amit Shah, the Home Minister of India. In this article, actually, he is actually referring to this, है ना, Vibrant Village program. इसी की मैं बात कर रहा था, है ना. So Vibrant Village program is to promote the bordering areas in 4 states and 1 union territory, है ना. ये लिखा है ना, 4 states and 1 union territory. So basically these are the Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. So these are the states. Let me show you. So यहाँ पे जो bordering areas है ना, हिमाचल के ये वाला, then Uttarakhand, then Sikkim के ये वाला, this one, and Arunachal Pradesh, this one, and one this is Ladakh Union Territory, है ना. So 1 state, 2 state, 3 state, 4 state, and 1 union territory. So 4 state, 1 union territory. So in the bordering areas, the development has to be done, है ना, because that is considered as first line of defense. So people living in those areas, the local people. So the infrastructure needs to be developed in those bordering areas, electricity and all has to be provided. So that's called as Vibrant Village Program. ठीक है, VVP करके याद रख सकते हो. To actually promote the development in the bordering areas of these northern boundaries, and 4 state and 1 union territory. This is Ladakh, which is a union territory. So that is what you should be knowing it. Okay, I think it's clear. I hope, है ना. Now, first page in the second half, there was an article, Drills Test India's COVID-19 Preparedness. Okay, can anyone tell me who is the Health Minister of India right now? This question was actually asked in CLAT 2021 also. Who is the Health Minister of India? See, I hope you are aware. So these are the news which is coming in, that we are seeing the increase in COVID cases and all. But nothing to panic. I mean, we are not supposed to panic it, but we have to be taking precautions and all. If the government says you are supposed to wear the mask, you should be wearing. Whatever the government guideline will be coming in the future, I and you should be following it. Okay. We should not panic it, but yes, because whatever the news reports are saying, it is not very deadly. However, the cases are rising. Now, so for that, the mock drills have happened. Mock drill, आप जानते हो क्या ना? A sort of practice session and also. That has happened, and that is why it was in the news. So Mr. Mansukh Mandavia is the Health Minister of India. Mr. Mansukh Mandavia. He is the health minister of India, and he visited Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital in Delhi to view the drill and all. So to have sort of a mock drill to ensure that if God forbid the COVID cases increases, then how to handle it in an effective way and all. Yes, very good. Sani Ansari, Zoya Khan, Shamishta, you all are right. Mansukh Mandaviya is the health minister of India. Okay, so I hope you are aware this is the new variant and all, XBB.1.1.16 and all. So these are Omicron subvariant and all, है ना? So that is why just remember it, ये पता होना चाहिए. But these are not very dangerous. मतलब उतना dangerous अभी नहीं माना गया. Okay. Now I hope you are aware we are running a CLAT 2024 comprehensive course. The exam is in December. ठीक है. So hardly 7-8 months is left, है ना? 8-9 months. So you should go for this course. 300 plus recorded videos we are providing. 300 plus hours of live session. 35 plus mock test. If you have question, call on this number 953889567 है ना? इस पर आप call कर सकते हो. And one more thing is that we are running an MACT series on the same YouTube channel. तो नीचे subscribe का button दबा दो. The subscribe button, please subscribe to it. So that whenever we'll be putting a video, you will get the notification for this about the MACT revision series. We are running it. ठीक है? All subjects covered, MCQ based questions, solid concept clearance would be done. So watch our session of MACT. A lot of videos we have already done. If you have not watched it, go to the playlist. And there's a separate playlist from where you can actually watch those videos. Okay? And we'll be coming up with more such videos. Now, so these are the 4 articles. This is the main article, and enforced silence cannot solve India's problem. So this has been written by Miss Sonia Gandhi. I hope you are aware she is one of the leader chairperson of Congress parliamentary party. So she is actually one of the senior most leader of Congress. Now, generally we avoid political articles. So I mean you can read it if you are interested. I hope you are aware since she is from opposition, so she has written an article extremely critical of the government. Maybe from exam point of view it might not be very important, so I'm not discussing it, but if you are interested you can read it. Okay, एक side में article थी. This article is actually about, I have told you कि this represents the opinion of the Hindu editors, right? है ना? Because these are authorless article, है ना? Authorless means there is no mention of author. So basically it represents the opinion of the Hindu editors. So basically I hope you are aware recently the NCERT textbook, some changes have happened in the NCERT textbook and all. So basically the Hindu editors are actually critical of these changes. But you should have a basic idea about it, what are the changes have happened and all. About some portion of Mughals were removed and Mahatma Gandhi and also things were associated with that. Then emergency etc. इसको आप पढ़ लेना. I mean there is nothing to explain much more. But you as a as a aspirant should be knowing more about NCERT. ठीक है? जैसे these are the things they are criticizing it. Okay, fine. If you are interested, you can read and all. Since NCERT is in the news, you should be knowing things associated with NCERT. So who is the chairman of chairperson or chairman of NCERT? Where is the headquarter of NCERT? When was it founded? Year? Okay. Under which ministry it is? Now, some of the thing you can answer it with logic. That who is the chairman? Chairman, so you should be knowing it. Fact. Headquarter, mostly you will find it in Delhi. Yes. And ministry, apply the logic. Ministry would be an education ministry. It is related with education. Right. Yes, very good, Zoya Khan. It was established in 1961. Okay, this is the motto, life eternal through learning. This you should be knowing, the motto. है ना? हो सकता है motto बड़ा NCERT news में तो they can ask की mottos वगैरह. Established in 1961 under, of course, education ministry. Now, since we are talking about education ministry, the first thing that comes to our mind is who is the education minister of India? So the answer is Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan is the education minister of India. Then who is the director of NCERT? So Professor Dr. Dinesh Prasad Sakalani is actually the director of NCERT. Okay. So these are the things you should be knowing it. Okay. Yes. Now, since we are talking about education, this is a question. Education is mentioned in which list? Your options are Union list, state list, concurrent list, residuary list. Your time starts now. Everyone please press the like button, guys. सबको like button press करते जाना. Yes. Education is mentioned in which list? So the right answer actually is, I hope you are aware. देखो, there is nothing called as residuary list, है ना? Those who are not mentioned in either of the three lists are considered to be a part of residuary list. Okay? So the right answer is education is a part of a concurrent list where state and union can both make laws. Hai na? So C is the right answer. Yes, Atiqul Islam, Sania Ansari, Rajvardhan, Shamista Kashyap. Now, I hope you are aware that earlier originally education was in the state list, but later on moved to concurrent list. So by which amendment of constitution it moved? 44th amendment, 42nd amendment, 61st, none of the above. Your time starts now. Education was moved from state to concurrent list by which amendment? What is the right answer? Actually, it became very famous during Indira Gandhi time. So 42nd Constitutional Amendment 1976 moved few things. One of them was actually education moved from state to concurrent list. So B is the right answer or 2 is the right answer to this question. Okay? Yes, Bisu Kumar, Atiqul Islam, you all are right. Okay. Now, I hope you are aware, we have discussed these things also, that the newest entry of NATO, that is Finland, is the newest country to become the member of NATO. I hope you are aware of it. So this article is based on that. So here is Finland and this is Russia. So actually it is touching the border with Russia. That is why perhaps one of the reason why Finland joined NATO is this. Okay. Yes. Yes, Zoya Khan, 61 amendment is related with lowering the age from 21 to 18 years. Right. Okay. Now, on 4th April, means hardly 1 week back, Finland joined NATO and became the 31st member. So this can be asked, how many members are there? So you should be knowing. So this is the 31st member. Total, there are 31 members in NATO now. It is significant even given that NATO security guarantees will extend to this country which shares 1340 kilometer border, etc. with Russia. So here you can see it is having a border with Russia. So now why it is critical and all, I will be discussing it. Now, Secretary General of NATO is Mr. Jens Stoltenberg. This can be asked also. Okay. Now, so this is basically, first you answer this question, then I will be explaining. Which of the following treaty/conference deals with NATO? Your options are Bretton Woods Conference, Washington Treaty, San Francisco Conference, none of the above. Your time starts now. Batao. Everyone please press the like button. Sabko like button press karte jao. Yes, so basically the right answer to this question is Washington Treaty. So B is the right answer to this question. Dekho, when you get a chance to read on NATO's website, this is called as North Atlantic Treaty, happened in Washington DC. So this is also called as Washington Treaty. Okay. Yes, B is the right answer. Shamista, Bisu Kumar, Pragati, Neha, you all are right. Now, if you read the Article 5 of Washington Treaty, this is the crux of NATO. And talking about collective defense. This idea is called as collective defense. Okay, yes. Now, the parties agree that an armed attack against one or more of them in Europe or North America shall be considered as an attack against them all, and consequently they agree that if such an armed attack occurs, each of them in exercise of the right of an individual collective self-defense organized and all. अब देखो, simple भाषा में समझाते हैं. For example, like let's say the blue ones are actually, the dark blue ones are members of NATO. So it says Article 5 of Washington Treaty says, talks about collective defense, CD, collective defense. If one of them is attacked, let's say for example, one of them is attacked. So let's say this is UK, England. Some country, X country comes and attacks UK. This will be considered as an attack on all the NATO members, and all the NATO members will together attack X country. Is it clear? So this is the concept of collective defense. Now, why was actually, this was very much in the news, that why Finland is so important? Why? Because see, Ukraine is not a part of NATO. So Russia could easily attack it. Now, Finland was also fearing maybe in the future Russia might attack. So if Finland has joined NATO, it will be getting the protection of the other NATO members. Now it is not considered as so easy for Russia to attack Finland. That is why it joined NATO. Is it clear? Is it clear? ठीक है. So Finland is certainly not the first and will not be the last neighbor of Russia to join the alliance. Before Finland, Norway is a founding member. Latvia, Estonia, Poland, Lithuania, they also later became the parts of NATO. ठीक है. Is it clear? For nearly 200 years, the relationship between the Finland and Russia has been a combination of struggle and compromise. In 1809, the Russian. So basically, the author is going in detail about the relationship between Finland and Russia in the past. So no need to go in detail. So what will happen if member countries fight each other? I need to check it, Atiqul Islam, that what is the solution for that. There might be something written in the treaty. I need to read it. Okay. And then I will respond. Okay. So given the circumstances, the decision made by Finland can be viewed as a rational choice, but its consequence should not be exaggerated necessarily and all. है ना, जैसे कि आपने बता दिया कि yes, Finland has joined it because in order to protect itself, है ना, कि maybe in the future if the Russia will not attack it, है ना. So that is what we have discussed it and all. Okay, yes. Now side में एक और article थी, India must balance conservation efforts with rights of forest dwellers. Yes, if you watch yesterday's class, that is 10th April class, we have discussed a lot about the tiger reserves and all, right? That tiger population has increased. It is now more than 3,000 in India. Yes, we have discussed it, and we have discussed that on 1st April 1973, Project Tiger was launched. Project Tiger was launched. So if we add 50 years, this is actually 1st April 2023. So recently we celebrated the 50 years of Project Tiger, and Project Tiger is being implemented by NATCA, National Tiger Conservation Authority, which is actually a statutory body under Wildlife Protection Act, right? So these things we have discussed it already. So that is what is being talked about here. Now we are having 3167 cats. यहाँ पे cats मतलब they are talking about tiger. ठीक है. Earlier we had 2967 and all. So now we have completed the 50 years journey and all. ठीक है, उसी की बात हो रही है. But they are talking, yes, we must protect the rights of forest dwellers as well. Forest dwellers means people living in forest. Yes. So means the author is saying that we have to protect the rights of animals and rights of animals as well as the rights of forest dwellers. Because yes, humans which are living in forest, their rights also needs to be protected. They should not be evicted and all, right? तो दोनों को बैलेंस करके चलना है. जो इंसान जो जंगल में रहते हैं उनको भी प्रोटेक्शन मिलना चाहिए, उनके भी राइट्स को, और जो एनिमल्स है उनको भी, है ना. सो दैट इज व्हाट फॉरेस्ट ड्वेलिंग कम्युनिटीज एंड ऑल, है ना. So they need also protection and all. The status of tiger report warns that if of all India's 5 main tiger zones, while largely stable, face challenges of deforestation, loss of tiger habitat. Yes, so the reports talk about fear of deforestation and all. यानी पेड़ काटना, जंगल काटना, because urbanization is happening, the cities are expanding fast and all. So deforestation is happening and loss of tiger habitat is happening. So when deforestation will happen, so the animals habitat will be destroyed. Yes, I hope you are aware, because a lot of animals prefer to stay in jungles and all. And of course those forest dwellers will be also getting displaced. जो जंगल में लोग रहते हैं वो भी displaced हो जाएंगे. The Western Ghat, while one of the most biodiverse spots globally, also hosts some of India's most populous tiger and all. Yes, so in Western Ghats you will find a lot of tigers and all. That is what is being talked about. Over the years there is an increasing presence of tigers outside protected reserve. So even outside the protected reserve like National Park and Wildlife Sanctuary, outside that also we are having a lot of tigers and all. यही सब की बात हो रही है, ठीक है. So these are being things which is being discussed here and all. Now, so there's a question for you. Recently, PM Modi visited a jungle safari in Bandipur National Park. You must have seen this photo, which is in the state of, your options are Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Gujarat, Kerala. Your time starts now. बंदीपुर नेशनल पार्क में मोदी जी भी गए थे. ये सब फोटो काफी आई थी. आपको ये बताना है कि कौन से स्टेट में है ये वाला. एनीवन वेटिंग फॉर द आंसर्स? सो द राइट आंसर एक्चुअली टू दिस क्वेश्चन इज, द राइट आंसर इज, व्हाट इज द राइट आंसर? देखो, अब देखो यहाँ हिंट लिखा है, देखो गाड़ी पर नंबर क्या लिखा है, KA, इट मींस कर्नाटका. सो बी इज द राइट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन. ठीक है. यस, जोया खान शर्मिस्ता, you all are right. B is the right answer to this question. ठीक है. So आपको पता होना चाहिए. देखो यहाँ पर एक्चुअली दो जगह गए थे. Let me zoom it. This is कर्नाटका. दिस इज केरला एंड दिस इज तमिलनाडु, है ना, तमिलनाडु, केरला, कर्नाटका, ठीक है। अब देखो जूम करते हैं, देखो ये बॉर्डर है, बॉर्डरिंग एरिया यहाँ पे ऐसे, है ना। सो ये वाला तमिलनाडु है, दिस इज केरला एंड दिस इज कर्नाटका, है ना। एकदम बॉर्डर पे हियर यू विल फाइंड बंदीपुर नेशनल पार्क विच इज एक्चुअली इन कर्नाटका, और इसके इधर बॉर्डर के इधर है मुद्दुमुलई नेशनल पार्क, मुद्दुमुलई टाइगर रिजर्व। सो ही विजिटेड बोथ द प्लेसेस, है ना, on the way to Bandipur and Muddumalai. So Muddumalai you can say is in Tamil Nadu and Bandipur is actually in Karnataka, ठीक है। तो ये सब न्यूज में, ठीक है। यहीं पे कहीं पे आपको वायनाड भी मिलेगा, वेरी फेमस प्लेस वायनाड, फ्रॉम वेयर राहुल गांधी वाज द लोकसभा एमपी। सो वायनाड नेशनल पार्क इज देयर, है ना। सो दीज आर वेरी फेमस प्लेसेस। यहाँ पर ना ये वाला रीजन को शोला नेशनल पार्क भी यहीं पे 2-3 मिलाकर के शोला नेशनल पार्क कहते हैं यहाँ पे। जस्ट गो एंड रीड अबाउट शोला नेशनल पार्क एंड ऑल, ठीक है। सो दीज आर एक्चुअली, दिस रीजन इज एक्चुअली वेरी फेमस फॉर अ लॉट ऑफ नेशनल पार्क एंड वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी, द ट्राई जंक्शन ऑफ कर्नाटक, तमिलनाडु एंड केरला, ठीक है। इसमें पढ़िएगा, यहाँ पे बहुत सारे नेशनल पार्क्स वगैरह हैं, ठीक है। Okay, the next one is now let's talk about opinion page, a crucial 6 months for India-US ties on opinion page. So first of all, before that, there's a question for you. Who among the following has recently been appointed as the ambassador of US to India? Your options are Nancy Pelosi, Rahul Richard Verma, John Kerry, Eric Garcetti. Your time starts now. बताओ, US ambassador to India अभी recently बना के काफी फेमस हुए थे, काफी नाम आया था न्यूज में। सब कोई लाइक बटन प्रेस करते जाओ, एवरीवन प्लीज प्रेस द लाइक बटन गाइस। द राइट आंसर एक्चुअली इज एरिक गैरसेटी, सो डी इज द राइट आंसर। हु इज एरिक गैरसेटी, द न्यू यूएस एम्बेसडर टू इंडिया? अभी देखो 16 मार्च को दिस आर्टिकल वाज वेरी मच इन द न्यूज। यस शर्मिष्ठा कश्यप, यू आर राइट, डी इज द राइट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन। देखो, so that is what he is talking about. The first line he is talking about that Mr. Eric Garcetti, after a gap of 2 years, we are having a new US ambassador to India. So yes, Bisu Kumar, Payal, Ratna, you all were right, huh? Yes. अब देखो, so in PM Modi is likely to head US in June, and US President is expected to visit in, India as well for G20 summit. So in June, Modi ji will be going to USA, ठीक है? And maybe after I think around September, October, November, we'll be having a G20 summit. And so whenever G20 summit will happen in the later year, so US president would be coming to India because US is also a part of G20. So that is what the author is talking about. And in G20, both are there, US and India. In Quad, both US and India is there. In I2U2, both India and US is there. So can anyone tell me about I2U2? What is I2U2? How many members? There are 4 members, 2I and 2U. I2U2. So there are 2I and there are 2U. What are those? I say India, I say Israel, you say USA, you say UAE. So these are actually I2U2 actually, ठीक है? You must be knowing about it. Okay, now the presence of Mr. Garcetti, who is known to be close to Mr. Biden. So he is actually close to the US president. He is considered as very close. So will be in Delhi, of course, as a US ambassador. So that is what he is talking about and all. While India would seek greater partnership with US, it would also be reluctant to sever its stable relation with Russia. Reluctant means not willing. Not willing to sever matlab break the ties. So fine, India will want to have a good relation with US, but India will not be wanting to break the ties with Russia. Because USA is not very much interested in Russia. I hope you are aware. It wants to discourage Russia as much as possible. Maybe US would be trying to convince India to not have very much trade with Russia. Maybe this may happen, but here the author is clear that India is not going to break the ties or reduce the ties with Russia. In fact, we have recently decided rupee-ruble agreement. So we will be doing trade in this, right? So we'll be doing with the domestic currency and all, rupee-ruble agreement. Moscow has just released its foreign policy strategy in which it has identified China and India as main allies. Yes. So Russia recently released its foreign policy in which it talked about China and India, the main ally of Russia. So yes, India is very much having a good relation with Russia, and we are not going to break that. So that is what he's talking about. India is also the president of SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, where Russia is also there, where China is also there, where India of course is there because India is hosting this, है ना? So in that case also we'll be hosting this year summit. So we will be trying to ensure having a good relation with Russia. In fact, if you talk about history also, at many places Russia has helped India. Okay, so that is what you should be knowing it. Okay. There are also strong areas of convergence between India and US, the Indo-US initiative on critical and emerging technology. Yes, we are having even a good relation with US as well. So there is India-US ICET, we call it as Initiative on Critical and Emerging Technology. So this is a relationship US and India. ICET इसको कहते हैं, means improving the relationship to promote that critical and top class technology and all, है ना? Expected to span strategic partnership and defense industrial cooperation, है ना? Strategic partnership is more related with military terms and all, है ना? That is what is being talked about, है ना? The partnership is based on the shared vision of free, open and inclusive Indo-Pacific. Now, I hope you are aware, we have discussed so many times that this region is, this is India, this is USA, this is Pacific, this is Indian Ocean. So this region is called as Indo-Pacific. So when we use the word free and open Indo-Pacific, it means it is actually indirectly referring to China. जब भी free and open Indo-Pacific की बात होती है, so this is actually they refer, the US and these countries refer it to China, that China should be allowing other nations ship to move it freely in these regions. ठीक है, ये सब region में आराम से move कर सके ships. So that is called as free and Indo-Pacific region. So both US and India want that this region should be our freedom of navigation should be there in the Indo-Pacific region and all. Okay, so that is what you should be knowing. Okay, then of course they're talking about the Belt and Road Initiative of China. I hope you are aware of this Belt and Road Initiative. If you do not know, please go and read it. This is very, very important. Okay, Belt and Road Initiative is very, very important. So go and read about it. Okay. India's growing consumer market makes it attractive destination for US business. Yes, India is considered as a very big market for US exporters. Why? Because India is having a huge population. Yes. So for example, let's say we want to buy a lot of mobile phone, because we are having a huge population. So of course, when there is huge population, we demand more. So we'll be demanding more laptops, mobile phone, etc. and all. Everything will be more because the population is more. So US sees India to having a big market. And yes, relatively low cost labor. Of course, if US industrialist or the big company prefers to actually employ workers from India rather than your own country. Why? Because they know if, let's say, if work from home is being done, if a person sitting in Bangalore or somewhere in Delhi is doing work from home for a US company, the US company have to pay less as compared to the US company paying in USA for its employee, right? Because of course you have to pay in rupees, which is of course comparatively very less. So they believe that they will get in India low cost labor also. Yes, and abundance of skilled labor. Yes, in India, yes, we have a lot of skilled labors and all, right? And English is actually one of the language which is a lot of skilled labor in India knows it. So that would be very beneficial in doing the interaction and getting the jobs, US based company and all. इसी को हम लोग कहते हैं outsourcing. I hope you must have heard this word. Outsourcing. US company outsourcing jobs to India. Yes. So that is what is being talked about. Previously, the US aided green revolution had transformed India from a shortage economy to one with surplus food and all. Okay. Yes, I hope you are aware in 1960s during Indira Gandhi time and all, this green revolution happened, and the people were actually brought from USA to help make India successful in green revolution. Now, who is considered as father of green revolution? Your options are Tony Blair, Norman Borlaug, William Ford, Ajay Banga. Your time starts now. It's a आसान question है. I hope you are aware. What is the right answer? देखो, if I say father of green revolution in India, then the answer would be MS Swaminathan. ठीक है. But if I am saying only father of green revolution, we are talking about father of green revolution at world level, and he is none other than Mr. Norman Borlaug. तो इस आर्टिकल में उसी की बात हो रही है कि US aided, so Mr. Norman Borlaug actually came to India and helped India make green revolution successful. Yes, B is the right answer. A lot of people are right, है ना? Yes, Zoya Khan, Bisu, Sania Ansari, Shamistha, Ratna, Pragati, Neha, you all are right. So Norman Borlaug is credited with giving the term Green Revolution. He got Nobel Peace Prize also. Also, he was an agronomist. So that is what you should be knowing it. Okay. Because agriculture and Nobel Prize nahi milta. So he got Nobel Prize in Peace. You should be knowing it. Then text and context, where there was an article on Finland's journey to join NATO. See, we have already discussed it. I've already told you about the Article 5 of Washington Treaty and all, and a North Atlantic Treaty Organization, that's called. Where is the headquarter? And go and find out where is the headquarter, in which year it was formed. It's a homework. Okay. Now, there's another question. The headquarter of IMF and World Bank is in, your options are Paris, Washington DC, New York, Berlin. Your time starts now. IMF and World Bank का headquarter कहाँ है? Yes, the right answer, I think you all should be knowing it. This is a very easy question. Washington DC, the capital of USA, you will find the headquarter of both IMF and World Bank. Yes. हाँ, NATO का headquarter Belgium, Brussels से. Yes, Shamistha, Atiqul Islam, Sania Ansari, right? हाँ. और IMF and World Bank का Washington DC. But why I'm discussing it? Because Nirmala Sitharaman, the finance minister of India, she is actually in Washington DC to attend IMF and World Bank meetings. Okay. So just have an idea. Yes, Hanuman, Shamistha, Pragati, Neha, you all are right. Okay. Then there is an article, efforts on to open Zojila tunnel ahead of deadline, says Mr. Nitin Gadkari. I hope you are aware, he is the Minister of Road, Transport and Highway. Yes. So where is Zojila tunnel? It is supposed to actually connect Srinagar with Leh Ladakh. So यहाँ से highway जाएगी ना. So यहाँ पे tunnel है. Because यहाँ पे बहुत सारी पहाड़ी. I hope you are aware. There are lot of mountain ranges here, है ना? So that is why to actually make a Zojila pass or Zojila tunnel has been made here to connect Srinagar with Leh, है ना? This connection, है ना? So that is what is being talked about here. And yes, you can see Mr. Nitin Gadkari, the Minister of Road, Transport and Highway, present there, है ना? Okay, then page number 11. This is an interesting article. Aam Aadmi Party gets national party now and symbol becomes national party. Trinamool, CPI and NCP loses status. Okay. So now national party, Aam Aadmi Party has been declared by Election Commission of India as national party, and Trinamool Congress, TMC, which is Mamata Banerjee's party, CPI, Communist Party of India, and NCP, Nationalist Congress Party, this is a party of Sharad Pawar. Okay, so these three have lost the tag of national party. Okay, so you should be knowing it. Now, okay, now how many national parties are there in India now? Your options are 5, 7, 6, 8. Your time starts now. कितना है बताओ? अभी total national parties India में कितनी है? And I'll be explaining, just wait, कि how national party is selected and all. So the right answer is, right now we'll be having 6 national parties. Earlier we were having 8. Okay, 3 were removed and 1 was added. So now we are having 6 national parties. Which 3 were removed? Trinamool Congress, then CPI and Nationalist Congress Party were removed. Aam Aadmi Party was added. So now we are having 6. Okay, 6 है, याद रखिएगा, C. ठीक है, देखो, so Aam Aadmi Party, Bahujan Samaj Party, Bharatiya Janata Party, CPI-M. So this is CPI-M, Communist Party of India Marxist, or written as CPM. This is still a national party, but CPI is not a national party. You have to be very much crystal clear. CPI and CPI-M are different parties. Indian National Congress and NPP. So this is a party of Meghalaya. The Chief Minister of Meghalaya is from here. Very few people are aware of it, Mr. Conrad Sangma. Okay, so only one party from Northeast. Okay, so I think it's very much crystal clear. There are 6 parties, and Aam Aadmi Party from Arvind Kejriwal. Bahujan Samaj Party is Mayawati's party. BJP, I hope you are aware. Everyone knows it's ruling. CPI-M, Communist Party of India Marxist. It is having governments in some places, I think in Kerala maybe. And some places, yes. Indian National Congress, Congress Party, and NPPs from Northeast Meghalaya. Okay. So just have an idea. Now, what are the conditions for being a national party? So these are the conditions. Obtain at least 6% of valid votes in election to Legislative Assembly or Lok Sabha in 4 or more states, or win at least 4 seats in Lok Sabha from any state. I know it is very difficult to remember. No need to go in detail. Win at least 3 states or 2% of total number of seats in Lok Sabha. at least 4 state recognized party as a state party. So because of this, Aam Aadmi Party has become actually the national party. So these are either of the three. You can have either of the three, and this is the reason. The last one is the reason why Aam Aadmi Party has become the national party. ठीक है, इसको याद रखना बहुत मुश्किल है. No need to remember. ठीक है. Okay. Yes. India to get below normal monsoon rainfall this year. So according to a SkyMet, a private weather forecasting agency, India will be having below normal rainfall perhaps because of El Nino. I have discussed it in previous classes that El Nino, whenever there is El Nino in South Pacific Ocean, the southwest monsoon in India gets poorer or weaker. We have discussed it earlier also, hai na? I hope those who follow me regularly are aware of this. Okay. Okay. Then Israel PM reverses his decision to sack defense minister. Yes, I hope you are aware. See, this is very much in the news. The 2023 judicial reform of Israel. So the prime minister tried to change something in the judiciary of Israel, and this led to a massive protest. In fact, embassies got closed and all. I hope you are aware of this. When defense minister advised him to postpone it, in fact, defense minister was earlier sacked. Now it has been reverses the firing, means it has been reappointed. वापस ले आएगा इनको, ठीक है, the defense minister को, and he is the prime minister of Israel. ठीक है, so just have an idea, है ना? So Israel protest over judicial overhaul. I hope you are aware of this. I have discussed it in previous classes, है ना? So this is all about today's class. Please subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, and download the BYJU'S exam prep app. So thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.